Leviticus chapter 20. And the Lord said to Moses, Moreover, you shall say to the Israelites, if any one of the Israelites or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, who gives any of his children to Moloch, the fire god, worshipped with human sacrifices, shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. I will also set my face against that man, opposing him, withdrawing my protection from him, and excluding him from my covenant, and will cut him off from among his people, because he has given his children to Moloch, defiling my sanctuary and profaning my holy name. And if the people of the land do all hide their eyes from the man when he gives one of his children as a burnt offering to Moloch, the fire god, and they overlook it or neglect to take legal action to punish him, winking at his sin, and do not kill him as my law requires, then I will set my face against that man and against his family, and will cut him off from among his people, him and all who follow him, to their unfaithfulness to me, and thus play the harlot after Moloch. The person who turns to those who have familiar spirits and to wizards, being unfaithful to Israel's Maker, who is her husband, and thus playing the harlot after them, I will set my face against that person, and will cut him off from among his people, that he may not be included in the atonement made for them. Consecrate yourselves therefore, and be holy, for I am the Lord your God, and you shall keep my statutes and do them. I am the Lord who sanctifies you. Everyone who curses his father or mother shall surely be put to death. He has cursed his father or mother, his blood guilt is upon him. The man who commits adultery with another man's wife, even his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress, shall surely be put to death. And the man who lies carnally with his father's wife has uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of the guilty ones shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon their own heads. And if a man lies carnally with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have wrought confusion, perversion, and defilement. Their blood shall be upon their own heads. If a man lies with a male, as if he were a woman, both men have committed an offense, something perverse, unnatural, abhorrent, and detestable. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. And if a man takes a wife and her mother, it is wickedness and an outrageous offense, and all three shall be burned with fire, both he and they, after being stoned to death, that there be no wickedness among you. And if a man lies carnally with a beast, he shall be surely stoned to death. You shall slay the beast. If a woman approaches any beast and lies carnally with it, you shall stone the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them. If a man takes his sister, his father's or his mother's daughter, and he sees her nakedness, and she sees his nakedness, it is a wicked and shameful thing, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. He has had sexual relations with his sister, he shall bear his iniquity. And if a man shall lie with a woman, having her menstrual pains, and shall uncover her nakedness, he has made naked her fountain, and she has uncovered the fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister, or of your father's sister, for that is to make naked his close kin, they shall bear their iniquity. And if a man shall lie carnally with his uncle's wife, and he has uncovered his uncle's nakedness, they shall bear their sin, they shall die childless. And if a man shall take his brother's wife, it is an impurity. He has uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless. You shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my ordinances, and do them, that the land where I am bringing you to dwell may not vomit you out, as it did those before you. You shall not walk in the customs of the nations, which I am casting out before you, for they did all these things, and therefore I was wearied and grieved by them. But I have said to you, you shall inherit their land, and I will give it to you to possess, a land flowing with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, who has separated you from the peoples. You shall therefore make a distinction between the clean beast and the unclean, between the unclean fowl and the clean, and you shall not make yourselves detestable with beast or with bird or with anything which with the ground teems or that creeps, which I have set apart from you as unclean. And you shall be holy to me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have separated you from the peoples, that you should be mine. A man or a woman who is a medium, and has a familiar spirit, or is a wizard, shall surely be put to death, be stoned with stones, their blood shall be upon their head.